Welcome, my friend. In this video, I will talk about the most well-known personality disorders and their most recognized features. If you're ready, let's get started. Let's start with the most commonly heard personality type, narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic individuals excessively value themselves, constantly want to be flattered, and lack empathy. Their own interests are more important than anything else. They want to control others. Therefore, they constantly use tactics and manipulation techniques. Narcissistic individuals always want to be the center of attention. Because they thrive on the attention of others, they can never handle criticism. In fact, when criticized, they may not be able to control their anger. In the eyes of a narcissist, if you are interested in them, you are very good. If you are not interested, you are just as bad. If you start losing interest, they notice and may try various manipulations to deceive you. Another highly curious personality type is the borderline personality type. Their emotions change very quickly and suddenly. The fear of abandonment is at its peak. Sudden mood changes, these fluctuations can quite tire the people around them. You can see them very sad within minutes while they are very happy. They experience very intense feelings in their relationships. They never want to lose the person they love. Even the thought of it can drive them crazy. When under extreme stress, they have tendencies to harm themselves. They cannot control their emotions and may behave uncontrollably. Their decisions about their goals and personalities constantly change. They live in a state of constant uncertainty. These uncertainties, these ups and downs, tire both themselves and the people around them considerably. Now I will talk about another quite dangerous personality type. Antisocial sociopath personality. This personality type is actually quite dangerous. Though do not care about rules, the rights of others are not important to them at all. They lack empathy skills. They can resort to any kind of manipulation for their own interests. When you first meet them, they may seem charismatic and attractive to you. They can easily influence people. I've had it good enough. They very rarely admit their mistakes and constantly blame others. They have a quest for adrenaline and excitement. That's why they don't follow the rules. They do not avoid putting themselves and others in danger. Sociopaths may initially appear charming but have a very dangerous personality. Now, let's move on to the histrionic personality type. They also want to be the center of attention and constantly behave in an attention-seeking manner. Their emotions, they experience emotions very intensely and dramatize them. They can communicate with people very easily. They have an extroverted and attractive personality. They may sometimes act out just to attract attention. They can have ridiculous behaviors. And yes, this personality type can resort to manipulation techniques just for attention. They do not seek depth in their relationships. One-night stands can very easily form superficial relationships. The OCPD personality type, obsessive compulsive disorder, is excessively orderly, rule-oriented, and perfectionist, wanting everything to be flawless. They pay great attention to small details. They have a desire to control everything in their life. They want to control everything. Therefore, they may not be able to handle sudden changes in their life. They experience extreme stress and even involve those around them in this stress. OCD can make life very difficult for both the person and those around them. Paranoid personality. They have a hard time trusting people. They are constantly in doubt. They approach everyone around them with suspicion. They do not easily trust anyone. They perceive any criticism you make as an insult. They keep their lives and emotions private, not sharing them with anyone. They are extremely vindictive. They can hold a grudge for a lifetime over a mistake. They constantly feel threatened. They are always ready and alert for any danger that might come from their surroundings. They are very skeptical, schizoid personality, introverted, emotional, cold, and they like to be alone. Such Shinaya. They do not form social relationships. They have a lot of difficulty expressing their emotions. They act alone. Being dependent on others is not for them at all. Or they avoid activities like concerts, social events, and group work. Although they may seem boring from the outside, their inner world is very vast and they experience very intense emotions there. Schizotypal personality. They have strange thoughts and behave unusually. They have odd, mystical, and unconventional beliefs. They are hesitant to form close relationships. They prefer to be alone. They do not trust their surroundings much. They look for hidden meanings behind words spoken, actions taken, and events. Their speech and body language appear unusual and eccentric. Their imagination is vast. They can confuse what they think with reality. The dependent personality type cannot make decisions alone and constantly needs approval from others. Their fear of rejection is very high. They do not want to stay away or be apart from the people they love. The desires and thoughts of others are more important to them than their own. They become overly attached in relationships and cannot maintain their own boundaries. And finally, the avoidant personality. They are very afraid of criticism, shy and timid. They feel inadequate. They experience self-confidence issues. Especially when entering a new environment, they act very cautiously and shyly. While we need to completely avoid some of these personality types, it is very important to understand and try to understand others. Awareness is the first step to change, and we cannot take the second step without taking the first. If you have one of these personality types, don't be afraid, my friend. By realizing this, you've taken the first step. Now you can move on to the second step. You can learn much more to change yourself. The second step is to change yourself. You should seek professional help to correct this situation. I am always here and I understand you very well. Remember, you are aware of your potential and you are not alone. We can handle this together. Subscribe and don't forget to share your feelings in the comments. Goodbye for now, dear friend.